Good afternoon and thanks for joining us on ITV News for this time. I am Harry Igboje. We begin with the Rivers State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, which has rejected the impeachment process initiated by the Rivers State House of Assembly against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu, describing the move as destabilizing and unnecessary. In a statement signed on Thursday by the party's spokesperson, Darlington Wonju, the APC said it acknowledged the constitutional independence of the legislature, but would not support what it termed a resort to impeachment against an APC-led government. The party cautioned lawmakers, particularly its members in the assembly, against yielding to external pressure capable of plunging the state into political turmoil. Addressing claims that the impeachment threat is linked to budgetary issues, the APC recalled that during the period of emergency rule, a 1,485 billion naira budget was transmitted to the National Assembly in May 2025 and approved by the Senate on 25th June and the House of Representatives on 22nd July 2025. According to the party, the budget is expected to run until August 2026. The APC noted that the governor may lawfully decide not to present a supplementary budget and reminded the Assembly that the Constitution allows a 6-month spending window into a new fiscal year. The Rivers State House of Assembly has dismissed claims that the ongoing impeachment process against Governor Siminalayi Fubara is influenced by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The Assembly spokesperson, Enemi George, as a guest on a cable television program, Current Affairs program, insisted that the lawmakers were acting strictly within constitutional provisions and not at the behest of any political figure. Responding to questions on whether Wike played a role in the impeachment move, George said mixing politics with constitutional responsibilities would be dangerous. He stressed that the House should not be reduced to the influence of an individual, describing such claims as unfair and demeaning to the legislature. The Assembly spokesperson maintained that the impeachment process is not politically motivated, arguing that the governor allegedly breached several constitutional provisions. United States President Donald Trump has said Muslims are also being killed in Nigeria, but insisted that Christians are the main targets as a warned of possible further U.S. military strikes if violence against Christians continues. Trump made the remarks in an interview on Thursday while responding to questions about U.S. military strike carried out on Christmas Day in Nigeria. At the time, the U.S. military said it conducted the strike against Islamic State militants in northwest Nigeria at the request of the Nigerian government. When asked about comments by his Africa advisor that Islamic State and Boko Haram militants were killing more Muslims than Christians, Trump said he thinks that Muslims are being killed too in Nigeria, but it's mostly Christians. He revealed he would love to make it a one-time strike, but if they continue to kill Christians, it will be a many-time strike. In late October, Trump began warning that Christianity faces an existential threat in Nigeria and threatened U.S. military intervention over what he described as the Nigerian government's failure to protect Christian communities. Over now to Ogun State, where the police command has called for enhanced safety measures at recreational centers and swimming facilities across the state following the death of a 17-year-old boy who drowned while swimming. The command's public relations, Babasheyi Oluseyi, who disclosed this in a post shared on X, formerly Twitter, page on Wednesday, said the warning followed recurring incidents of drowning in the state. However, Oluseyi did not provide further details on where or when the incident occurred. The PPR urged operators of recreational centers and swimming facilities to put safety measures in place to prevent future accidents. This is not the first drowning incident to result in loss of life in Ogun State, as in May 2024, a teenager named Irimede Okpaifa drowned in a swimming pool at the Grand Bank Link Hotels along Idiroko Road in the Sangoota area of the state. Similarly, in August 2024, two teenagers identified as Malik Abdul Ganiu and Hawala Kande were found dead in the river at Edudubale, Idioke Community Igbesa in the Ado-Odo Ota local government area of the state. These incidents underscore the need for enhanced safety across swimming facilities in the state. No fewer than 8 persons have been killed in a deadly supremacy battle between rival cult groups across parts of Benue State, including Makurdi, the state capital, and Jatowaka in Kwande local government area in what security sources described as a fierce fight for territorial control. The bloody clashes, which have spread across several towns in the state, are believed to be among the deadliest cult-related confrontations in recent times. The violence had earlier erupted in Otukpo town, where 1 person was killed, and in Boko town, where 2 persons were murdered, all reportedly linked to a fierce battle over control of territory. Sources disclosed that the Otukpo and Boko incidents, which occurred a few days ago, spilled into Makurdi and Jatowaka in Kwande local government area on Wednesday, resulting in the deaths of 3 persons in Makurdi and 2 others in Jatowaka. Eyewitness narrate that the victims in Makurdi were shot at close range during separate attacks that began around midnight. Reacting to the development, the chairman of Makurdi local government area, Mr. Joseph Kefi, strongly condemned what he described as the senseless killing of 3 persons by unknown cult groups at Wurukum in Malomayo local ward of Makurdi local government area. As Edo State prepares for the resumption of the second term, some schools in Benin City have begun final preparations for the return of students. Schools such as Itohan Girls Grammar School and Iviota Primary School along Saple Road have been neatly cleaned, with teachers already resumed duties ahead of the new academic term. However, a contrasting situation was observed at Ohoba Primary School on Murtala Mohammed Way in Oredo local government area, where the school environment has been overtaken by wild grasses, raising concerns about readiness for resumption. Joy Obaisiabo reports.
Recall that the Edo State government announced that primary and secondary schools will resume for the second term on Monday, January 12, 2026. While some schools appear well prepared for resumption, the condition of Owomba Primary School is a sharp contrast to the neat and orderly environment observed at Itohan Girls Grammar School.
We are very prepared. You can see the compound is already neat. We are here, and right now the seminar is ongoing for us to learn 1 or 2 things again to give back to the children once they come back on Monday.
At Iviota Primary School along Saple Road, teachers resumed duties on Wednesday, January 7th as part of preparations for the commencement of the academic term.
The teachers came to tidying up the classroom for the resumption on Monday. I'm telling my pupils that they should resume on time on Monday, being 12th January 2026, that there is good things for them, that those that resume on time, they will be rewarded for coming on time.
The mood among parents remained mixed, with some expressing concern over the learning environment, while others remain hopeful for a smooth and successful term.
I'm waiting for Monday so that they can go back to school.
We just have to adjust, because come rain or sun, our children must go to school. That is the reason why we are suffering. Because if not, our children won't be suffering like this. So we need to make preparation for them. Things are expensive, but we must buy them.
My own side, because I'm not seeing some readiness on them. So I won't team their head. They're still carrying the up to now. They've not even prepared, you know. But what I will advise is that the school proprietors and the directors, they should go ahead and prepare their school, make it available and ready for children to start. When they resume on Monday, it should be easier for them.
From Benin, Joy Obaisiagbon, ITV News.
Some political parties have expressed their willingness to participate in the forthcoming Edo State local government elections. Jonah Mowa reports that leaders of the parties say they are confident of victory at the polls.
Local government elections are crucial as they directly shape daily life through decision on essential services such as education, road infrastructure, and public safety. They also foster democratic accountability by empowering citizens to choose their local leaders and ensure effective management of local budgets and policies, which are fundamental to community governance and development. Speaking on their level of preparedness ahead of the Edo State local government elections, the Labour Party State Chairman Elizabeth Ativie, the State Chairman of the African Democratic Congress, Ken Odion, and the Publicity Secretary of All Progressive Congress, APC, Barrister Peter Wadia, said their parties are already making adequate preparations to participate in the polls.
Well prepared. You know, Labour Party is the party to beat in this country as we speak. Labour Party is one party that doesn't have any stain at all.
We are prepared to contest the election and possibly win all the election, because if you check the atmosphere politically now, and you discover that our party is the most trendy political party you can talk about.
Prior to the time that ESEC fixed the elections, we are more than ready, more than prepared, and more than serious about the elections.
They called on the Edo State Independent Electoral Commission to provide a level playing field for all political parties in order to enhance public trust and confidence in the electoral process.
My advice to ESEC is that they should play the games according to the rules. They should not obey external influence so that Nigeria will start to respect them.
We don't have confidence that they are going to conduct that election as stipulated.
Meanwhile, ESEC had announced July 11 as the date for the conduct of the local government elections across the state. From Benin, Jonah Omowa, ITV News.
And still on the news, the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, and the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, have drawn up a framework to address consumer complaints arising from unsuccessful airtime and data transactions during network downtimes, system glitches, or human input errors. The framework is the outcome of several months of engagements involving the NCC, the CBN, mobile network operators, MNOs, value-added service VAS providers, deposit money banks, DMBs, and other relevant stakeholders. These engagements were prompted by rising incidents of failed airtime and data purchases where subscribers were debited without receiving value and experienced delays in resolution. The framework represents a unified position by both the telecommunications and financial sectors on addressing such complaints. And now to the super exciting world of sports, where Arsenal missed the chance to move 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League as they were held to a frustrating goalless draw by Liverpool. The Gunners dominated the opening 45 minutes, but it was Liverpool who had the best chance when right-back Conor Bradley center-chipped effort against the crossbar. Liverpool were then the better team in the second half and looked more of a threat going forward, but neither side could find a way to take the 3 points. The game ended on a sour note, with Arsenal substitute Gabriel Martinelli angering Liverpool in stoppage time when he pushed Bradley off the pitch after the defender went down with a painful knee injury. Martinelli was booked and Bradley taken away on a stretcher. The result means Arsenal stay comfortably top, 6 months ahead of their closest rivals, while Liverpool remain fourth. And that report wraps it on ITV News at noon. Many thanks for watching. I am Harry Igboje. Do have yourself a lovely day ahead.
ITV, certainly the best.